The night she let go, and I didn't pick it back up. It was a Thursday evening. The kind of tired that lives in your bones had wrapped itself around me. I was still in my work boots, dried soil flaking off as I leaned on the counter. My hands were rough, still marked with calluses and grime from the construction site. The microwave hummed behind me, slowly reviving some leftover biryani. I didn't even care that it had sat in the fridge too long. I just needed something warm. That's when Mara spoke. She stood near the fridge, arms folded like she'd been waiting for the perfect cue. Her voice wasn't angry, wasn't even sad. "I don't think I want to be married anymore," she said, like she was commenting on the weather. No build-up. No drama. Just that. I looked at her for about 3 seconds, maybe 4, then turned back to my food and said, "All right." Silence. She blinked. Her eyebrows creased like she didn't register what I'd just said. "That's it?" she asked. "You're not even going to ask me why?" "I already know why." Her lips parted like she had a whole performance rehearsed, some speech to validate what she was doing, but I didn't give her the stage. I walked past her, grabbed a fork, and sat down. "You don't have to explain. I've been here the whole time." And I had. The dinners where our plates were the only things that touched. The way she smiled more at strangers than she ever did at me. How her phone was always face down but still buzzing every 10 minutes. The laughter that left our house months ago. The affection that died with it. The signs weren't subtle. They were just too painful to accept. So no, I wasn't surprised. The words were new. The ending wasn't. That night, I slept on the couch. Not because she told me to, just because it felt easier. The bedroom felt like a room I no longer belonged in. And for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel miserable about it. I actually felt still. The next morning, before the sun even stretched across the sky, I was up. I took my towel and stepped into the shower. The water hit my back, and I waited for the sadness. But all I felt was clarity, the kind that comes after a long storm. Mara had finally said it out loud, and my chest didn't cave in. No panic, no scramble to fix it. Just stillness. And in that quiet, I remembered the 1,000 little cracks that led to this collapse. Every time I brought up bills, she'd say I was too serious. Whenever I tried talking about work, she rolled her eyes. Her phone became a shield, one I couldn't get past. When I suggested therapy, she laughed and said, "Why pay someone to tell us what we already know we're broken?" That night, I slept in the guest room. Not out of anger. Out of understanding. She had already left me. She just hadn't packed. By day 2, Mara slid a manila envelope across the dining table. "These are the papers," she said. I filled out my part. I flipped it open. She had already signed. "You move fast," I muttered, not looking up. She shrugged. "I just think it's cleaner this way." Cleaner. That's what she called it. No kids. No property. No shared account worth fighting over. The car was hers. The couch was mine. We had even stopped sharing a calendar. I didn't fight. I didn't bargain. I called Adil Chaudhary, a no-nonsense lawyer a friend recommended. He listened, then told me exactly what to do. Don't play the hero, don't offer more than you're asked, and never, ever sign blind. Protect your peace, he said, because she's already protecting hers. So I packed. Quietly. A box here. A bag there. Books. Tools. My guitar, the one she always said was too loud. I didn't announce anything. I didn't slam doors. I found a small apartment on Ghazi Road. Nothing special. 1 bedroom. Creaky floors. But it felt like mine. By the 3rd night, something shifted in Mara. She started going out. Dresses I hadn't seen in years. Makeup. Perfume I never bought. "Girls' night," she'd say. "Don't wait up." I didn't. I just moved another box to my car. Then came Wednesday. She was in the kitchen, wearing one of my old shirts. No makeup. Barefoot. Coffee in hand. She hadn't made me a cup, just stared into hers like it held answers. I walked in, grabbed my own cup, and added sugar. "Anything you want to say?" she asked, still not looking up. "About what?" She turned sharply. "About me going out every night. about the divorce, about us. I took a sip. Let the quiet speak first. What do you want me to say, Mara? Her face twisted, confused, a little angry. You're not even going to fight for us? I let that sit. Then, you made the call. I'm just following your lead. She blinked rapidly, like she wasn't sure if she was the villain or the victim. I gave her the same chance I'd given her months ago. Remember when I said we should get help? Remember what you said? She looked away. You laughed. Said I was desperate. That was the talk, Mara. You walked away from it. I just stayed longer than I should have. I finished my coffee and walked out. She didn't go out that night. Just sat on the couch, scrolling, maybe wondering if I'd changed my mind. But I was already gone. 2 days later, I ran into her cousin, Kareem, outside a petrol station. He used to come over for game nights before everything went south. We hadn't talked in over a year. He was awkward at first, then sincere. I just want to say it wasn't you, he said. I raised an eyebrow. She changed, man. You weren't the problem. A lot of us saw it. She picked fights, shut people out, twisted everything like it was everyone else's fault. I didn't say much, just nodded. But that conversation stuck with me. Because maybe she wasn't drifting. Maybe she was laying the groundwork for her exit. Maybe she had help. That night, I signed the lease for my new apartment. Moved the rest out. No fanfare. No speeches. Friday morning, she noticed. You going somewhere? She asked as I carried the last box. Yeah, I said. My place. You already found a place? I nodded. She looked stunned. Like this wasn't the script she expected. Like I was supposed to be wrecked. But I wasn't. That night, she texted. So, that's it? I left it on read. 2 months later, the divorce was final. Stamped. Filed. Done. My lawyer sent a short message. All clear. You're free. I sat on my floor with a box of biryani and no sound but the city outside. And for once, the silence didn't ache. It felt earned. The next time I saw Mara was at Imtiaz's supermarket. She was thinner. Tired. She glanced at me. I nodded once. And I felt nothing. No anger. No longing. No heat. Just peace. 3 months later, I was catching up on bills at my desk when my phone buzzed. Do you ever think we gave up too soon? I stared at it. No reaction. No twist. Just breath. Then, the next morning, can we talk? In person? I said yes. Out of curiosity. Not hope. We met at a quiet cafe in DHA. She looked nervous. Voice softer. I've been thinking, she said. I don't know if I made the right call. I said nothing. You remember Saba from work? I nodded. She used to tell me I deserved more. That I was settling. That you weren't exciting. I raised an eyebrow. She messaged you after we split, didn't she? I nodded again. Mara looked ashamed. Her husband is horrible. Controlling. I started spending time with them and realized the marriage I was comparing ours to was a lie. She looked at me. Do you think we could try again? I sipped my coffee. No. She flinched. Not because I yelled, but because I didn't. I'm not angry, I said. I'm just done. Her eyes glistened. I was confused. You had every chance to be clear, I said. I stood in front of you, offering help. You shut me out. You didn't want to fix it. You wanted out. And you got it. She bit her lip. I didn't think you'd let go so fast. You didn't leave room for anything else. I miss us, she said. I miss who I used to be before I tried so hard to keep you happy, I replied. Silence. I've changed, she said. Good. But I didn't go through all that to come back to where it broke. I found peace, Mara. I'm not trading that for a rewind. We stood. No hug. No tears. Just closure. She left me. And for the first time in my life, I didn't chase after what let me go. Because once you know what peace feels like, you stop trying to resurrect storms just to feel something. And I wasn't about to drown again. Not for anyone. Thanks for listening. End.